What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about the reasons why I hate school, specifically American colleges and high schools. I'm not sure how it is in other countries or in other parts of the world of how they use their school systems. Damn, there's so many bugs, bro. But more so, I'm only gonna talk about specifically in America, because I'm from America and I live in America, and I only have experience going to American schools, so I'm not sure how other parts of the world works, right? But let's get to it. So, now me growing up, I always hated school. I hated college so much. I hate high school. I hate these colleges because this is an opinionated video. I feel like this is the fact that in these schools, well, specifically college, why does college gotta charge you so much amounts of money just so you can get your education? Last time I checked, isn't education supposed to be important? It's free to learn information. It's free to get. It's free to learn. Learning new things comes in abundance. But when it comes to fucking school, you gotta pay for that shit. You gotta fucking pay so much amount of money just so you can take bullshit classes that you can learn off of YouTube or off of your laptop. But instead, these colleges, they teach you outdated shit in these classrooms and shit. Excuse my language. I'm just really fed up with this shit, man. I'm not saying school is all bad, but there are pros and cons. Me, I could talk about the good parts of school, why it's good for you, and I can also talk about the bad parts. But this video is more so about the bad parts. I'm trying to release my anger because I'm so over this shit. Whenever I'm taking college classes online or whenever I'm in school, there's nothing but sleepless nights and stress because there's the fact that school has a grading system. First off, why the fuck would these colleges and schools have a grading system? Why is it that you have to take exams and tests on a certain day? This shit makes no sense. It's just gonna draw a lot of fear and worry and anxiety to these students. This is why a lot of students drink monsters and energy drinks, and this is why they're so anxious. School is about passing, it's not about learning. You know, just the fact that you gotta take quizzes and exams every week here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do these teachers fucking grade your knowledge? Your knowledge shouldn't be graded. And here's the thing. So we pay for these college classes, right? And then once we fail these college classes, and then we gotta pay it back. This shit makes no sense. Or if you use financial aid or all this other weird shit we gotta use just so we could go to school. If we don't pass our classes or have a low grade, then like our financial aid stops or like our scholarship stops, you know, or like now we gotta pay for it. It makes no sense. School is a huge fucking scam and it's a game. Education, I value education. Education is very important. It's always important to learn a lot of shit so you can apply it to your life. But the problem with these schools is one, they're overpriced and they're always teaching outdated shit, and the whole grading system is all fucked up. Sorry, my nose is itchy, man. There's so much bugs in this area, man. What the fuck? But but that's the thing. Like, it's been fucking hundreds of years, and these school systems, they still haven't changed up their shit. The only thing that changed is they added online classes and online courses to their fucking assets and shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, fuck. And that's a huge problem. Me, I graduated high school in 2016. I bet you if I were to go back in my high school, I bet you nothing would change. They'll still teach the same outdated, useless materials that they've been teaching students. The only thing that changed is probably to have online classes or something that deals with laptops and computers and shit. Why is it that, like, if we apply for colleges and if we're applying for these colleges, we're getting enrolled, why do we gotta pay for books, so much money for some useless books that is so outdated? And all this shit we learn from these colleges, we could learn right off the internet. If you have access to a smartphone, to a laptop, you could learn, if not more and more advanced and updated shit compared to school. School never updates their shit. It's all useless. School in these high schools and these colleges, they teach you shit that you're not going to apply in the real world, and that's a huge fucking problem. Why is it in college that in order for you to get to your major, you have to take classes you don't need just so you can reach your major? And the worst part is, you gotta take classes you don't need, and you gotta pay for them. They're just stealing your pockets. They're stealing your money. If school's gonna charge you, at least teach updated shit, you know? At least give people access to free YouTube videos on like psychology or on biology or any classes that you need, you know what I'm saying, in order for you to get to your major. Any subject. Give these kids, these students, access to abundance amounts of information. You know, school shouldn't be taught like how it's structured. they shouldn't grades shouldn't be a thing in my opinion. I mean, I get it on why teachers and professors use in the school system use grading as to see if students will pass or not, but like I understand where they're coming from. But at the same time, it's like, bro, that's not like it's been hundreds of years and you guys still can't figure this shit out on why students hate schools. Maybe because it's your fucking grading system, or change up your system. How is it now like in high school we have teachers and professors? The reason why your students have been in your classroom for like a year or for months and they still don't like it, maybe it's because it's the material you're teaching. Try to switch up your teaching style. Try to switch up your learning material. As human beings, we all learn in different and unique ways. So why is it that like we're all taught the same way? It makes no sense. What may work for someone else may not work for you. And not only that, but how come when we're taking tests, we can't use fucking some schools, not all schools, but some schools, we're not allowed to use our notes. Why is it that we can't use our notes, or we can't use our phone access or the internet access just so we could pass the tests? Though these schools will look at it as like us cheating, but it's not really cheating. It's working smarter, not harder. In order for you to be successful in life, to go far in life, you have to work smarter, not harder, you know? So why is it like in these colleges, in these schools, they don't allow students to use their resources just so they can pass these tests? They're utilizing what they have, you know? But it's all about working smarter, not harder. And that's how it is pretty much, you know? But yeah. But that's the thing. Like, I've noticed too, like in online colleges and online schools, at least for mine, we're expected to take a test and exams every week, right? So why is it that we're being rushed? Like, we're being rushed for our knowledge. Like, we only have a certain amount of time in order for us to take these exams and these tests. It's going to draw more fear and anxiety. Learning shouldn't be installed with fear. When students come to classes, when they're trying to learn education, there's nothing but fear, because you have to take a test at a certain date. You have to take an exam at a certain date. You have to do homework and turn it in at a certain day or time. It's doing nothing but fear. It's not motivating students. It's drawing fear into them. What these colleges need to do is, since we're in the information age, since we have access to the internet, instead of teaching kids and students useless, outdated shit that they don't want to learn, instead give all these students, or put in a PowerPoint on so much links, or at least free access to videos on through YouTube or through Google, through the internet, videos about psychology. You have experts that teach about psychology all over the internet, but yet schools don't give these same accesses to these students. You know what I'm saying? And why schools always rushed? And that's the thing too. That's why I disagree with the grading system. If you're going to grade students, then why are you grading their knowledge for? At the end of the day, these students, they paid for these classes. They want to be here. So just because they don't make a certain grade, now they got to fail the class, and now it's going to fuck up their GPA, and now they got to pay that class back, and now it's going to fuck up their whole financial system when they're trying to enroll into colleges and shit and try to apply for classes. It's already bad enough that we're forced to take classes that we don't need in order for us to get to our major. It's bullshit, man. I'm just so sick of this shit. Why is it that with me, I love learning? I'm learning about math. I'm learning about English. I'm learning about biology. I'm learning about psychology. I'm learning about earth science. I'm learning about general science. I'm learning about, what else? I'm always self-studying. I'm always learning about math and arithmetic and reading. I'm learning about all of that on my free time, and I enjoy it because I'm getting something out of it, because I'm actually learning. But yet, while I was in high school, these other schools and these colleges, I didn't learn shit about it. And people may say, oh, it's because you weren't paying attention or you weren't engaged. No, maybe because it's because of the environment. Why the fuck do you only have one teacher teaching hundreds of kids in one fucking classroom? That's not going to work out. And we're all being taught the same way. So of course, kids aren't going to understand the material. And not only that, but schools, they teach you outdated shit. And they teach the same way. This is why people can't grasp the information. This is why with me, I have access to a laptop, I have access to a smartphone. Yeah, I learn very efficiently, because I'm a visual learner. But yeah, I love learning every single day. I get up early in the morning just so I can learn about math, arithmetic, reasoning, learning how to speak, learning how to talk, learning how to write, learning how to learn about earth science, learning how to all this stuff, right? And with these high schools, they never teach kids about they don't prepare these kids for the real world. They don't teach kids about the point of taxes, the point of how to buy your own house, how the money system works, how world corruption works, how the money's out, everything works after high school. Schools don't teach us that. Instead, they teach us about useless bullshit that's outdated, and then, yeah, we're getting graded to being forced to learn shit we don't want to learn, and we're forced to be here because kids, they don't want to be here is because they're teaching us shit we don't want to learn. And even if they do teach shit we do want to learn, it's outdated, and how these teachers teach is so fucking useless because we're all unique, we're all learning in a different way. But schools, they don't understand that. They probably do, but all these teachers and professors, they're supposed to follow a certain script what the school system trying to teach people. These school systems, they teach these colleges and high schools, they teach all these students the exact same way. We're just fucking useless and outdated. But yeah, I never seen teachers or professors change up their shit, or they never change up their learning material. Why they can't do that? I'm not mad at the teachers, I'm mad at the system. They can't do that is because how it works in high schools, I think in colleges, well, I'm not sure about colleges, but in high schools, they're supposed to teach and give information to these students a certain way. And once they're done teaching them all the subjects, all this bullshit a certain way, now they got to take a test that deals with the same subjects and study materials that they've been trying to give out to these students. And this is what I'm trying to get at. School is about passing. It's not about learning. This is why they have a grading system. This is why you have a GPA system. This is why they charge you money, because it's a fucking business. It's a scam. And that's a problem with education, man. I'm so tired of this shit. Like, and I'm not fully against school. I feel like school is a good thing because with school, you do learn stuff that you don't have access through YouTube. I mean, you do, but it's just like I feel like if you enroll to these colleges, they'll give you links and accesses on how to actually do it, or like, especially online classes or in a classroom setting, you're gonna be around a lot of people, so it's gonna force you to connect with people. It's gonna force you to network with people, and some people may know something that you don't, and that's how you learn information. That's how you learn knowledge, and that's one of the good things about school. Also, with school, it forces you to get off your comfort zone, and it forces you to think outside the box. This is why when people procrastinate, when people don't feel like doing their work, then bam, they're gonna fail their grade, and then they're gonna deal with consequences, and then they're gonna feel pain, and they're not gonna like it, and it's gonna drop down the GPA system, and so that's one of the cool things about school. It forces you to motivate yourself and also forces you to get off your comfort zone. So there are pros and cons when it comes to schools and education in America, but I'm just saying, like, one is, but the things I hate about education, American school systems, that it's overpriced. They charge you way too much. It's outdated information, and everyone's taught the same way, and they have a grading system. So like, and they draw a lot of fear into students. You gotta take an exam a certain day. You gotta take a test a certain day. It's all fucked up, man. I'm just so sick of this shit. But comment down below on the reasons why you hate school, or the good things you like about school. And like I said, I'm not fully against school, but I'm just annoyed. But there are good parts of the school, such as school will force you to get off your comfort zone. It will force you to network with people. It will teach you how to ask for help, especially do online and through in person. And it really teach you the importance of thinking outside the box and get off your comfort zone and how to expand your mind and brain. But I'm just so done with these school systems, man. Like, I'm so done. Like, I'm so over it, because they need to change up their shit. We're in the information age. We're in 2023. Why can't schools eliminate their grading systems and add YouTube videos and free information through the internet to their fucking classes? But they can't do that because they're following the script. That's why, like I said, school's about passing, it's not about learning. But comment down below about your experience at school. You can talk about anything. Comment like things you like about school and the things you don't like about school. I'm just releasing my anger. I'm just fed up with it. But have a good one. I'm out. Peace.